So this is what my hair currently looks like, and I'm not feeling it. I cannot stand the color of my hair anymore. I can't. It's literally like Ronald McDonald. Like, if you look at my natural hair color, you can see it's much cooler compared to the warmth. In this color, like, I can't. So I have been using the Ion colors, but this time, obviously, since it has not been working, I will say, one of you guys commented telling me that if I wanted my hair to be less warm, then I should use a volume 10 developer instead of a 20. So I did get a 10 this time instead of a 20. And this time I am finally going to remember. I'm literally gonna like put it on the top of the package to use the unred additive because this helps to get rid of red undertones. But before I color my hair, we gotta cut this hair, okay? I need a haircut. So I did do a little trim in one of my last videos. You guys saw me just do a little bit of a trim, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I am due for a serious cut, not just a little trim. Like, look at how long my hair has gotten. This is insane at this point. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of just getting, like, I love my long hair and I'll never go short, but I'm just kind of getting a little tired of it. And I want to add layers to my hair, which is something I've never really done. I've always trimmed my hair at home, but anytime I wanted to get like a nice full haircut with like layers and everything, I always went to my hairdresser. But I really want fresh hair for the new year, and I did not book a hair appointment. I thought, So I went on TikTok and I saw some of the girlies on there giving some tips for layering your hair, and I thought, how bad could it be? Hopefully not too bad. So let's cut this hair, color this hair, and just do a full hair revamp. So I did a quick search on TikTok and looked for like different layered haircuts. Shout out to this girl right here. I am following her TikTok, so come through for me, please. I hope this turns out. It looks like a cool little trick that she's doing, and her hair looks amazing. So I am trusting my everything in TikTok right now. I'm just brushing out my hair. She said she likes to start off with wet hair, so I think I'm just going to wet my hair in the tub maybe, or in the sink, because I actually need to wash my hair, but I would rather obviously wash it after I color it. So I started off with wet hair, and of course, since my hair is wet, that's when your hair is the most fragile. So you want to make sure when you're brushing, you're very gentle, which means starting at the bottom and working your way up to the top. Then here's the little trick slash hack to cut your hair. You want to flip your head over, brush all of your hair forward, put it in a ponytail. So I just have these scissors that I got from Sally's like years ago, and you just want to do a straight cut based on how short you want your hair to be, obviously. But then after that, the most important step is to then take the scissors and put it upwards and start cutting into the blunt edge. And this is what's going to help your hair not have that choppy blunt look. Like, this is going to make it look a lot more like natural and seamless, which it really did. And this is a trick that I've been doing for years. And then you just want to do the same thing, but in another section. So I kind of went from the center of my brows, created another section, and cut more off. And this is going to be your second layer. But looking back now, I do wish that I would have done 3 layers instead of 2. So keep that in mind. So next you want to work on the front pieces to really frame your face. So I put my hair in the middle part, and then I basically took a section of hair from my ear, clipped the rest of my hair back, made sure my hair was very brushed out. So I used a super fine comb, and then I just cut my hair diagonally. I've actually been doing this for years, but this extra little step really helped. And that is to go ahead again and kind of take your hair at the front there in like a triangle shape and cut it blunt and then cut into it again. So that is just creating even more of a layered look on the front. And here I am again cutting my hair just a little shorter because I kind of wished it was a little shorter. So I always start off with applying oil on the parts of my face, what do you want to call it, whatever, close to the root and down my neck as well, just so that the hair dye does not stick to it because it's gonna get messy. I usually start with my roots with the hair color, and then I go and apply it all over the rest of my hair, and I did let it sit for about 30 minutes. And when you're doing this part, you want to work in like small sections so you don't miss any strands of hair. Time to wash this dye out. So you want to make sure that you have gloves on for this because you will still stain your hands even though you're in the shower. So in order to avoid that, make sure you wear gloves. And I always double shampoo, but especially when I have color in my hair, I actually like to triple shampoo just to really make sure you get all that color out and you're not going to stain any white towels or white bed sheets. So really make sure to rinse everything until the water is clear. And of course, I always go in with a hair mask, but it's especially important to go in with a very hydrating hair mask after you color your hair so that you can nourish your hair, repair any damage that the color might have done. This always leaves my hair super soft and silky. And then of course, finish off with some conditioner only on the ends, leave it in for about a minute or so, and then rinse it out. Y'all know I love this Briogeo leave-in, so I'm spraying some of that and then parting my hair and brushing through my hair. And then now it is time to style. So I'm blow drying my hair, and you guys know my biggest tip is anytime you are drying your hair, make sure you pop it on the cool setting. It is going to take a little longer, but it'll be worth it because if you use heat on wet hair, automatically it's going to create frizz. So this is the perfect way to get smooth, frizz-free hair. Use the cool setting to dry your hair. And then you can use heat when you want to style it once it is dry. So this is something I used to do a few years ago, and I miss doing it so much because it adds such a nice little curl and volume to your hair. I am popping in some rollers and letting that sit for a few minutes. The longer the better. You can even do your makeup and have these sitting in, but I obviously wasn't applying any makeup this day, so I was a little bit impatient. I just left it in for about 5 minutes, took them out, and as you can see, it leaves such a nice bouncy little curl on the end. It's such an easy, effortless way to get bouncy hair, especially like I said, if you're doing your makeup, you just keep these in, you know what I mean? So yeah, love this little trick, and I love how my hair turned out. It still does have a very slight, I wouldn't say slight, I would say the undertone is like a neutral brown, and I really wanted a cool brown, so there is still some warmth. So let me know if you guys have any tips down below, but I do love how it turned out, and I feel way more like myself with this darker neutral brown.